Rhoda by Timothy Kimmel Jr., Chapter 3. Rhododendron are nocturnal animals. They're kind of like a mixture between rabbits, rats, mice, and voles. They like to dig and roll around on the ground, kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog. They're super cute creatures too, and super clean. They dig in the dirt all the time. Nature's little gardeners. Rhoda, which stands for rhododendron really, which is how Ronnie got her name too, rhododendron, and flower. And her father Tim. I named him after me. He probably had a name already, but I figure they're like family. They're like little people. Literally really strong. Really tough little creatures too. But I guess me talking all this smack got them in a fight last time with a neighboring tribe of voles. But luckily, nobody was hurt, and the authorities just minded their own business like there was nobody there. The village public safety officers and the police officers, VPSOs, the troopers, Fish and Wildlife, all those animals, they minded their own business this time. Because nobody messes with rhododendrons. They're that tough. Plus, there's a gang of them. Things start happening to you if you make the wrong move with them, like pop your tires, steal your food, maybe wring your neck in the middle of the night, or just keep calling your phone, giving you a ring over and over again. Ring, ring, ring. If they have phones. A lot of them use old-fashioned technology like telepathy and just, whispering from one rhododendron to the other until it gets to you. And they whisper in your ear, Timmy, shh, Timmy. And then they keep you up all night because they're nocturnal. So they just constantly roll around and run around and dig in your stuff looking for food, even though you left them some cheese to eat, a cheese sandwich, peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You made it all special for them. They still got into your bread, which you had a sandwich and then threw the rest for them because they would already eaten most of it. I try to get it out of the package first so they don't have to eat the plastic. But they're pretty smart, so they probably don't. The point being, they love good food. They also store a lot of it and then pretend that they didn't store it, that they ate it all. They keep on telling me to go to the shelter to get more food for them. Basically, because like I said, they're holding me hostage for food. Literally, I have Stockholm Syndrome because they're so nice. I totally love these rhododendron people. Yet, they basically said that they would eat me if I died because people taste like chicken. They taste like chicken too, so it's like, they already taste like chicken. I already taste like chicken. It's almost like a match made in heaven. And yet, we both like grub. Which is why I'm writing that book I mentioned in my last chapter. Slugs. Where do they go in the wintertime? They're all underground because they don't have houses on the backs like snails. That's why rhododendrons love to eat grub. Slugs and worms and stuff. So do I. I tried my first slug last year. Now I'm planning on taking advantage of the slug season this year. Making some, it's like escargot but different. Anyway, so good. That guy from Atmosphere, he knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, they're nocturnal creatures, so they keep me up all night. Which is cool because I'm an insomniac, so I don't sleep at night anyway. Especially being outside, which is how I like to live anyway. Literally, most people who live outside sleep in the daytime. And most animal people do too, because it's warmer in the daytime. I think they live directly underneath me because I'm like the warmest thing there, the warmest person there. I'm like a little heater, or a big heater, if you look at it like that. Help keep them warm. Unfortunately, I think the spider population went down because they keep a lot of spiders warm too. But they'll eat whatever. You would think they're vegetarians, but they're not. Honestly, I make a lot of vegan meals myself because they're so good, but I'm not a vegetarian either. I'll eat whatever too, especially when I'm hungry. And yet, vegetarian meals are just really good and healthy to eat. That's why I make them, often getting mistaken for a vegetarian by other people, and then poignantly remind me, oh, I'm like a hypocrite or something when they see me eating a hamburger or something like, a fish sandwich. And I said, what are you talking about? I never said I was a vegan or a vegetarian. I eat meat all the time. Just because I ate that tomato sandwich in front of you the other day doesn't mean anything. It just, I saw it on this other cuisine cooking show with boiled peanuts. Before that, I thought, oh, that's not going to be good. Watching on that movie Here at the Spy, and then I tried it one day, and I was like, oh my god, I wish I would have tried that sooner. It was so good, and they really are too. Put a little salt and pepper on it, some mayo, sliced thin tomatoes, maybe toasted bread. Yummy. And boiled peanuts. Wow. That would be a good meal to share with them next time. Last time I just put a little bit of cheese on some bread and then threw all the cheese. I thought I had more cheese left, but they must have got into my backpack and got into the cheese too. Otherwise, I just, threw most of it to them the day before, and that's why I ran out. Anyway, even though they had plenty of food, I promised I would go and get some more food today. Because if I don't, they'll keep me up all night running around looking for food. And even if I do, it's a good thing I'm an insomniac. They really can't help it, We're all just animals, so if I keep food around and it's their territory, they're going for it. Luckily, they like to live around me because we're all musical. We're both, I'm a musical person, they're musical people too. We have a similar taste. They love to roll around. I love rock and roll. So basically, we get along just fine. Plus, I protect them from the foxes and stuff. And whatever else. I mean, they could probably take one on, but they don't want to have to. They're not confrontational. They don't make them mad. As you can already tell, rhododendrons are some of my favorite people.